Hey everybody, Jay here from Modern Mississauga, and we are taking a look at the 2018 Subaru Forester 2.5i Touring with the optional EyeSight package. Color, almost messed up that word, under a minute in. Color of the car is quartz blue pearl, and the engine on this one is, as the name suggests, it's the 2.5 liter engine, sort of the hand turn. And this puts out 170 horsepower and 174 pound-feet of torque. Looking at great 17-inch rims. What I like about the Forester is that the windows are taller than most SUVs. Subaru calls this their compact SUV. Just gonna back up and let you take a look at the full vehicle. It's a little taller, you know, not quite as outlandish as the old Kia Rondos, which were pretty bubbly, but I like that Subaru's gone for a bit of a higher look. You get a bit of a higher seating position, and again the windows are not a lot higher. Oh, there I am in the reflection. They're, you know, noticeably higher than on some of the other ones, like the Honda CR-V, the Mazda CX-5, Toyota RAV4, and so on. A cool little factor here on the fog lights, they are, as I look at my notes, come down here for you guys, it has steering responsive fog lights. So turn your wheels a bit to the left for your turns, they go to the left, turn it to the right, goes to the right. I'm just going to keep doing a quick walk around the vehicle and put out some numbers for you here. I think I mentioned out of the 10 options you can get the Forester in, this is about middle of the pack. The 170 horsepower engine, I don't know if it's because the car is brand new. It's got under 100 kilometers as of the shooting of the video, but it's really smooth and a lot stronger than I thought it would be for only 170. So I can only imagine how much more, you know, throttle response you'll get out of the 2.0 liter engine. I think that's got 250 horsepower. It's definitely in the 200s. So as we continue to do a quick walk around, we're going to mix things up a little bit. So I'm going to start with the rear seats and show you a couple of things there. There I am in the reflection. So I have the seats down. Put my notes down. So the seats are down right now, they fold flat. Great for moving stuff and things. If you're an IKEA fan, this this definitely comes in handy for you. So I'm going to put the seat back up. Cool factor for people who want a little bit more room going this way with the seat. A little tab here at the bottom. So I'm just going to pull it forward all the way right now. So you see here next to the seat belt, there's pretty much no space. But as I do this with one hand cleverly, I hope, I'm going to pull the tab and push back on the seat. So now if you take a look at the seat belt, we have, you know, not a lot more space, but if you're on a long haul trip, these extra couple of inches can make the difference between comfortable and uncomfortable. To put it back, simply just grab the tab located at the bottom of the seat where the flat part and the back part meet. Pull it up, and that's how you get it back, and it claps the seat again. Pull the tab up, and down you go. Pretty easy stuff. We're gonna go around to the rear lift door. I'm gonna push down on the key fob. So there it is. So that's your, sorry, the change gears, pardon the pun. There's your lock, there's your unlock with the logo, and there is the, you get that in there? Yeah, there's the trunk. Come on, focus, come back. There we go. So the door opens fairly wide. You know, I'm, what am I, 5'8 3/4 or 7? Anyways, I'm like 5. I'm not tall by any means, but there's plenty of space for me. Taller folks, you know, may have to hunch over a touch, but hey, that's not the end of the world. There's a nice trunk liner here. I believe that is optional, standard, I'm not sure. Check the review to find out for sure. And we lift that up. Instruction manuals, lift up the styrofoam, and you have your spare tire and your jack kit. Put that back down. Oh, this cool thing which I like is a little privacy shade. You're gonna lift it up and over and down, and now nobody can see whatever you have in the back of your car. whatever it is you put in there. I'm gonna quickly segue out of that part of it and let that thing retract right there. And I'm gonna go to the passenger side rear door and show you the other part of the split. So we'll just take one hand and put that back up there. Same thing with the adjustable seat. It's all the way up now. Use my arm, push it back a little bit. Oops, try that one more time. There you go. And there's that space beside the seatbelt. Excuse me. Gas door. That it's got a non-traditional shape. There's another plane, and I seem to be doing this at the wrong time. So I like that it's not a push open. You've got to actually pull a latch inside the car. So we'll start by closing the passenger side door. Close this. There's this lovely button. Down it goes. Nice and slow in case anybody or anything is caught in there. And that's how you close it up. And we'll put this driver's side seat back. So that's what your full rear seats look like. So as you can tell, because it's a little off-centered, the passenger side is all the way back, and I put the driver's side rear seat up a little bit. You pull down your center armrest, a couple of nice cup holders. If you go behind your passenger seat, a little not map pocket, just a little bit of storage for any papers or anything. And that's the rear of the car. I'm doing the outside of the car. So let's jump into the driver's seat. So I had the lights on, which is why you get the dinging sound. Start button, just over there. I'm again in the reflection. We'll just start the car up, nice and easy. So it's pretty hot. I think it's like 31 degrees on a late July day. So hooray for summer, hooray for air conditioning. So we'll start up here with the top screen. Right now it's showing time, temperature, and my average liters per 100 kilometers. Which is sitting at 9. If you want to go through and shuffle that, right between the vents and below the four-way flashers is a toggle switch. So if I go do that, it shows me my, what is that? That's the average liters per 100 kilometers and the the kilometers before I hit empty. The number fluctuates, so don't, and it's with every car, not just this car. Driving style, conditions will definitely affect that. So that's your real-time average, and that is my history. That's, I believe that's the X mode. Where is the X mode? Yeah, so X mode just kind of bolsters the symmetrical all-wheel drive for kind of rough conditions. Just keeps you a little more firmly planted. So I'm going to take X mode off and keep going down. So 10.4. Zeros and acceleration percentage. It's just kind of how hard you're jamming on the gas pedal there. Push and hold, enter to access screen settings. Let's do that. Pushing and holding. So the time, display, screen setting, maintenance, driving history, car settings, initialize and go back. I won't bore you with that. You guys can figure that out on your own when and if you pick up this car. I believe this is the 6.2 inch touchscreen. I like that it's so easy to use and understand. Volume is pretty self-explanatory. Audio tune. So I was at 38, now I'm at 39, now I'm at 40. I can also use the seek and track buttons. So down is the lower button, takes it to lower numbers, and by simple logic the upper button will take you through higher numbers. Let's not put on the liquid metal. 90s for me. One more. There you go. Lithium. Oh, terrible song. Anyways, you get your home screen here. So you have your audio controls, phone controls, your apps and your settings. Again, fairly easy to operate. Again, I really like that the in a world where things are becoming all touchscreen, I like that there's the old-fashioned knobs and dials. So I'm going to close up the windows to get rid of that airplane sound, so I'm just going to use that. So there's pretty common across the board. Auto up, no hands. Oh, excuse me. So, I bet you're wondering where the information is because I keep turning this. So the information for your HVAC stuff is on the top left, right there. So I'm going to put the air conditioning up a little more. So low. Yeah, it's going to my face and pushing the mode button. Face and feet, feet, windshield and feet, face, face and feet. So again, nice and easy to understand. This model, the 2.5 i Touring with optional EyeSight, comes with heated seats. So there's a low and a high, so you're not scalded and then you're not waiting too long for it to kick in. Nice and simple gear shift, straight back. If you want to play around with the manual mode, it's there for you, but I would just keep it in drive. There's no way you'll shift with anywhere near the precision and accuracy of the Boxer engine. They do have paddle shifters. My friend Michael loves these. He just bought a brand new 2018 Outback. I don't know if he's going to use them, but he loves it. The dashboard, pretty simple and straightforward. Your tack on your left, gas gauges, top, middle, what gear you're in, your trip A, trip B, overall odometer, and your speedometer on the right side. I was a little confused when I first looked at the wheel because I wanted to play around with that stuff, and I'm like, well, maybe it's that, maybe it's that, maybe it's definitely not that, and definitely not the cruise control stuff. But just to the bottom left on Subarus, it's the ups, the downs, and the information. So if I press the information button, come on, there we go. So you have your digital speedometer, your time for trip, your nothing, pull and hold set to switch for menu. So I'm holding that set switch down, and you just kind of scroll through the menus for whatever it is that you want, that you need. It'll take another 12 minutes for me to go through all this stuff, but it will be in the written review. Looking to the left here, you can get a 3/4 mode open for the tailgate if you're kind of like me and not as tall as the rest of the world. There is your blind spot on or off, traction control on and off, and that's just opening the trunk overall. The cool thing here is the EyeSight technology. I don't know if we can see that. I'm going to quickly jump out and show you what it looks like from the outside. So it literally looks like two eyes. There's one reaching over, and there should be the second one. Oh, allergies kicking in. So basically with the EyeSight, what we get here, as I look at my trusty notes, you get the adaptive cruise control, pre-collision braking, pre-collision throttle management, lane departure, sway warning, lane keep assist, high beam assist, and the steering responsive fog lights. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. And I believe Subaru just got another IIHS top safety pick for the Forester when it's equipped with the EyeSight technology. Pretty spacious cabin, in addition to having the very tall windows. Do have a very large panoramic sunroof here. I'm a little confused though, because if we look at the spec sheet, where is it? Right there. So hold on. Right in the middle, sunroof, large glass, power sliding with sunshade. It's not power sliding. I gotta use my hand to open and close it to its manual. Really does not make a big difference to me. But I don't know if it's a typo or whatnot. But that's besides the point. The point is that this massive sunroof lets even more light into the cabin, hence giving it a larger feel. I suggest a white interior, so it doesn't, I guess it attracts less heat. Sorry, it does attract less heat. And white colors generally open up things. I've learned that from my girlfriend, who says, rooms that are painted white generally look bigger. So I'm gonna go with that. Lots of space back here. To give you an exact number, with their seats up the way they are in the rear, it's 892 liters of space. Folded down like we had a few minutes ago in the video, you're at 1,940 liters. What else can I tell you? I can tell you the gas tank holds 60 liters of fuel. I can tell you right by your left foot, there is the gas gauge, or not gas gauge, what am I talking about? The gas release, gas door release. Right up here, you have your lane departure on or off. You have your forward collision on or off. The sunroof can open. Your sunroof can close. I'll show that to you again. Sunroof opens. Oh, come back. Sunroof closes. You know, I keep saying this every video, how I want it to be under 10 minutes, and it never is. So 15 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's start to wrap this up. I don't believe there's a tilt feature. If there is, I haven't found it yet. Yeah, it's open, that's closed. So, you know, if you want a little bit of air or ventilation, just open it up just a crack. I think I went through all my facts and figures. Oh, price-wise, this specific trim, again, it's a 2.5i Touring with the optional EyeSight package in automatic. Only the base model, or I think one up from the base model, come with manual do-it-yourself transmission. So right now we are at $33,295, which is fairly competitive for the trim level with fairly competitive with our competitors. How redundant. It's the EyeSight that really makes the big difference. Again, with all those things that I mentioned before, pre-collision braking, adaptive cruise, lane departure, lane sway. It's got reverse automatic braking, so if you're not paying attention for whatever reason, and for whatever reason you're not looking at your backup, where's the backup camera? There's the backup camera. It will stop you before you accidentally collide into something. There is the power tailgate's got a memory function as well. I forgot to mention that. So if you're, you know, a couple of friends, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is you are, if you're different heights, you can set it so that the shorter person isn't grabbing up, or the taller person isn't kind of hunching down too much. Where was right, backup camera's right there. Put that back into park. Leather wrapped steering wheel, feels good, feels nice. Nice. Can we see the stitching? Way down here. Yep. Oh, there's my foot. No one needs to see that. Very cool stitching over there. The car looks really cool at night. Everything lights up red, so it kind of gives it that really, really nice ambient look to it. As I go through the rest of my spec sheet, I think we've gone through everything. Oh, let's take a quick look at the fuel efficiency. So the good old government of Canada says you get 9.2, well, in control testing environments, you get 9.2 liters per 100 kilometers. The highway is 7.4. Your overall is 8.4. Not too bad for a compact SUV. Again, you know, you're running the air conditioning. It'll affect those numbers. You got a car full of people, that'll affect those numbers if you're really aggressive on the gas and the brake. But try and drive it without being overly aggressive on either side of it. Yeah, I think that wraps us up here. Yeah, we showed you the X mode, the heated seats, a little cubby hole there for some storage. The inside of the armrest, there's a wallet, there's some spots for your chains, whatever it is you want to put there. And there's a fair amount of space back here. There's a USB, an auxiliary, and a 12 volt for those of us that don't have the USBs or auxiliary jacks. A little spot there to hold your cards, whether it's your insurance or your registration or whatever it is. Anyways, I'm coming up to 20 minutes and I have yet again made this too long. I think I'm just going to keep all my videos at 20 minutes. Subaru Forester 2.5i Touring with the optional EyeSight package. Drives well, very well laid out, good solid feel. One last cool stat before I go. I believe it's 96 or 97% of all Subarus sold in the last 10 years are still on the road. That is impressive. That shows longevity, great build quality. People love the brand. People are very loyal to the brand. Yep, that's it for me. Check out the review, which the video should actually be part of the review. Anyways, any questions, let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching, everybody. And we'll do a nice shot of the steering wheel. And 3, 2, 1, done.